There are 5 golden phases in a woman's life where her connection with a man becomes strongest. You may have felt this before. There are women who at first seem ordinary, but over time, for some reason, they become increasingly intense. Even without thinking too much, they begin to give themselves completely. Not because they became more beautiful, not because they became more attentive, but because at a certain point in age, the way she experiences a relationship changes entirely. There is a phase where a woman likes a man purely out of curiosity. There is a phase where she chooses for comfort. And there is a specific phase that many men fail to notice, when she is no longer just attracted, but begins to emotionally attach herself. This topic is not meant to judge women, but to provide information so that you, as a man, can better understand each woman and build a happier relationship. Because every phase of a woman's age has strengths and weaknesses. And once you understand this, you'll realize why some relationships feel light and easy, while others feel like living in the seventh layer of heaven. So the question is, in your opinion, at what age phase is a woman most powerful to be with? And this is the core of this material. Let's begin by discussing each phase. First phase, ages 20 to 23. Love that is intense, impulsive, and full of admiration. Between the ages of 20 and 23, many women are in a phase of exploring identity and emotions. The world feels vast, options feel endless, and any closeness with a man can create strong intensity. When she's interested, she gives a lot of attention, responds quickly, and shows genuine enthusiasm. She's easily impressed by simple efforts, deeply touched by small gestures, and unafraid to express what she feels. To both men and the woman herself, this phase feels exciting because the relationship is filled with energy, spontaneity, and emotional intensity. But in reality, without realizing it, she is still learning about herself. She's trying to distinguish curiosity from comfort, temporary attraction from long-term value. Her feelings can be very deep, but they can also change quickly as new experiences appear. The strength of this phase lies in sincerity without calculation. The relationship feels alive because it's built on honest emotions that haven't yet been shaped by disappointment. However, because her sense of self is still forming, emotional stability isn't fully developed. That's why this phase feels extremely warm, yet full of change and instability. It's no surprise that many women fall into relationships at this age out of pure curiosity and the desire to experiment. And you, have you felt what that's like? Second phase, ages 24 to 27. A woman begins to choose, not just feel. As she enters her mid-20s, the way a woman views men and relationships begins to change. She no longer asks only if she likes a man, but whether that man is good for her life in the long run. She starts paying attention to consistency, responsibility, and how a man behaves when things aren't romantic. Feelings still exist and may even be deeper, but now they walk alongside logic. In this phase, she observes closely, not because she's looking for mistakes, but because she wants real certainty. Sweet words are no longer enough. For her, real actions matter far more. Keeping promises, handling conflict, and respecting her time become serious considerations. If she chooses to stay, it's not an impulsive decision, but a mature one. The strength of this phase lies in the balance between heart and reason. The relationship is no longer just about pleasure, but about security. Many women begin to feel relationships are more real because they're built through reflection, not just momentary emotion. This is also the age where many women reach a peak of intensity, endurance, and boldness. She can become emotionally aggressive, persistent, and sometimes even offer herself without hesitation. Third phase, ages 28 to 31. Emotional depth and real comfort. At this age, many women know themselves far more completely. She understands what calms her and what drains her emotionally. She's no longer interested in unclear relationships or exhausting emotional games. If she shows up fully. If she stays, it's because she sees real value in the man and feels equally respected. The relationship becomes calmer, yet much deeper. She doesn't constantly display intense emotions, but offers steady attention and stability. She listens more, responds more wisely, and rarely turns small issues into major problems. The strength of this phase lies in emotional stability. She doesn't want to raise a partner. She wants to walk side by side as two equally mature adults. Two simple words. Two words that can change everything. The power of I want. When you express yourself with certainty, something shifts instantly. No hesitation, no asking for permission to exist. You take a stand. You defend what you truly want. A small change in the way you communicate sends a powerful signal. You are a confident man, decisive, and clear about where your life is going. And this is where real transformation begins. There are two simple words that can instantly change how women respond to you. It may sound too easy, but trust me, it works. Stay with me. Today I'm going to show you how one short sentence can completely change how others see you. This sentence carries real power, especially when spoken calmly, firmly, and with clear intent. And I won't just explain it, I'll show you exactly how to use it in everyday situations so you can start seeing results right away. But before we continue, I have one small request. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. It may seem simple, but this helps meaningful content reach more men who truly need it. You're not just supporting me, you're helping other men step into their confidence. Can I count on you? Good. Let's begin. This is where most men make mistakes. This is where many get lost. They try too hard to please. They hesitate to say what they want. They're afraid to take the first step. Phrases like, "We can do whatever you want," or, "I don't know, what do you feel like doing?" They may sound polite, but they actually communicate uncertainty. When a man tries too hard to please, he unknowingly gives up leadership. He stops leading and starts following. And that is never attractive. Now here's the secret. Two words. I want. That's it. These two words instantly change the energy you project. They communicate confidence, clarity, and direction. They show that you're not afraid to express desire. This isn't just a phrase. It's a statement of leadership. And leadership is one of the most attractive traits a man can have. So how do you use I want in real life? First example, asking a woman out. Most men say, "Maybe we could hang out sometime if you're free." That sounds weak, indecisive. Instead say, "I want to take you out to dinner this Friday." Feel the difference? You're not asking for approval, you're taking initiative. Your tone is calm, your presence is grounded, and women feel that immediately. Second example, starting a conversation. Forget empty small talk that leads nowhere. Say, "I want to get to know you better. How about coffee this week?" Direct, honest, refreshing. Men who speak this way are rare, and women notice instantly. Even in a relationship, I want remains powerful. Instead of saying, "Whatever you want," or "I'm fine with anything," try saying, "I want to spend this weekend with you. Let's plan something fun." Notice the difference. You're showing interest, presence, leadership with care. But remember, confidence is not arrogance. Being firm doesn't mean being controlling. If she's busy or suggests another time, don't push. Respond calmly. "No problem. How about Saturday?" That's balance. Firm, yet flexible. Women respect men who know what they want, and who also respect choice and space. When you communicate clearly, you create trust. Connections become more honest, more real. This isn't just about attraction, it's about mutual respect. Remember, words are only part of the message. The real power lies in your tone, your energy, and your presence. Don't say, "I want," like a command. Say it calmly, confidently. That's how a man who knows his value speaks. Now here's your challenge. Starting today, Use the phrase, I want, at least once a day. With a woman, a friend, a coworker, even a waiter at a restaurant. The goal is simple. Train yourself to express desire clearly and without hesitation. Within days, you'll notice the shift. People will respect you more. You'll spark curiosity. Your presence will become stronger. We've reached the end of this video, but not the end of your growth. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Start leading with clarity, speak with intention, and watch how the world responds to you.